So let me tell you about a time that I learned what it really means to be responsible. I used to be a Sunday school teacher at my small church. I was so proud that I could handle a class of 3 to 5 year olds all by myself. And even though I was only 16, I felt like an adult. So at my church, they had this small playground by the parking lot, but it only had a tiny fence separating it. So one day I decided to take the kids outside to play on the playground, and everything seemed normal as usual. My friend who was teaching the 6 to 8 year old class also decided to take her kids outside, and while we were watching over the kids, we started talking and got pretty distracted. When I redirected my attention back to the playground, I noticed a man and a woman by the fence of the playground attempting to talk to one of the kids. Alarm bells started ringing in my head immediately. This was a small church, and I have never seen these people with this child before. I walked up to them and the child and asked if they needed help finding the church entrance. They replied saying no, that they were only trying to talk to their daughter. This specific girl that they were talking about had always been dropped off and picked up by her grandmother, so my suspicion grew even larger. I turned to the girl and asked if she knew these people, and when she became confused, I immediately gathered all the kids up inside. I had no idea what was going on. When her grandmother came to pick her up, I explained what had happened, and she was very concerned. Turns out that these people really were her parents. However, they were under a strict restraining order to not contact the child due to drug and child abuse. In the end, everything turned out okay. I was lucky that I had somehow snapped out of my silly conversation to prevent what could have been a kidnapping. And that day, I learned a very important lesson. I learned that anything can happen, even at a small place or at a safe place like a church. And being responsible does not only mean being in charge, but actually having the maturity to handle your responsibility. I was so relieved that day, and I thank God that nothing happened.